primary school in the village, because the kids are already trained to do their alphabets in both Thai and English. So it's a great thing that's helping the kids and helping the village. Earlier this year, the Lord spoke to me and my wife and said to start a children's home. So the Lord had already provided us with a property, but we had to do some major renovations. And once again, with the help of lots of friends, supporters, people who donate money, who give their time and efforts, we've been able to renovate a property to now accommodate 8 girls, and we're able to provide them with accommodation, education, clothing, and spiritual guidance, which is sadly lacking in Thailand. Some good, godly, spiritual guidance that will give them a hope and a future in Jesus.
Just a question I want to ask, Steve, because when you first started, of course, what brought you to the place where you said, I know I need to go to Thailand?
I heard the voice of God. I believe that we need to be in God's presence continually to be able to hear His voice. And I found through my Christian walk that obedience is the key to everything in God. And it starts with the obedience of accepting Jesus as your Lord and Saviour. And, from there I've just heard God's voice and been obedient.
I remember you mentioned that, that there was a point in your life where you come to a place where you kind of were wondering, what does God really want to do with my life? And your sister had something to do with that.
Yeah, sure. I was in America in 2005 visiting her, and she asked me the simple question: what's your passion in life? What's in your heart? What do you really want to do? And I said quite simply that I love helping people.
Yes.
And she said, well, why don't you go and help somebody? Doesn't your church have a work in Thailand? And from that, I went and saw my pastor, and he believed that God had spoken to me and laid hands on me and sent me out as HFC's missionary to Thailand.
Wow. Well, there you have it today. It is not difficult to find the will of God in your life. Many times God has already put certain desires and passions in your heart. When you follow those things, God will put the right people. He'll put the right circumstances together. And then, of course, there comes a point where you have to make that step of faith. And when you do, you will always find God's faithful. God bless you and have a wonderful day. Now, if you want to get involved with what Steve's doing in Thailand, if God's speaking to your heart about it, and you have a desire to be involved with missionary work, especially among those children in the north of Thailand, Steve, what can people do?
Yes, Steve. Look, the simplest way to see how to give is online at our website, which is www.givekidshope.org. And go to that link and it'll show you ways to donate and how you can help us. But, I'd like to give an open invitation to people to come and visit us in Thailand. We're in the north, up between Chiang Mai and Chiang Rai. It's a wonderful place. You can come and see the work we're doing. We'd love to show you a little bit of Thailand and just the plight of these kids on currently how they really don't have a hope and a future. And that's what God's spoken to us about, that they need a hope and they need a future. And, of course, we know that the hope and future lies in Jesus Christ. So, if you'd like to help us, you'd like to come and visit us, go to our website, www.givekidshope.org. Bless you big.
God bless you.